No hype, guys. Just do the boring work every single day, right? This is the reality, guys. Not every day is going to be exciting in this journey. You know, you're going to have there's nothing better like a Friday workout, Saturday workout. It's the weekend, buzzing, energy, pre-workout, end of the week, payday. These can trigger excitement, energy, rest. But the reality is we're back on Monday, guys. And the reality is we have to get back to work. And when I say work, I mean back to doing the boring work, guys. And that for us is just showing up. That for us is just getting out of our head. Get out of your head, guys. Get out of your head. Get out of your head and focus on the journey. Get out of your head, let go of the emotions and stick to the path, guys. Minimum 30 minutes a day, guys. That if there's anything for you, it's minimum 30 minutes. It has to be a workout, guys. It's not, oh, I'm cleaning up or I've been standing for 30 minutes and that counts as a workout. No. You've actually committed a time to wake up. You've committed a time throughout the day, and this day is allocated to working out and exercising. And the reason why this is important is not just the burning the calories, which is important, right? But it's also building the right habit and routine, guys. For me, it's now that I've moved houses, we're in a new area, new location. It's about establishing habits and routines now. And that takes time. That takes time, guys. But the most important thing for me now is dialing down on my routine, dialing down on the habits. And that to me is, waking up at a certain time. I got up at like 4 or 5, but I didn't actually get out of bed till 6, And so it's picking a time. And we're going to continue to refine this, but it's picking a time, and that can be, to me, is picking up at 6. I actually feel like I need to get up a little bit earlier because the traffic on the way back from the gym is, man, it's taking a lot longer. Or if I can get to the gym earlier, get my workout done, then I can get back a lot earlier and avoid all the traffic and do what I need to do at home before I start work. And so, these are things. This is what we need to figure out. This is all about trying to figure out the journey, guys. And so, for you and for I, it's not just the 30-minute workout or running, whatever it is. To me, it's just going to the gym. It's the workout, it's burning the calories, but it's also the routine. It's establishing the right routine. And so, this is why we're going to do what we're going to do, and that's what I said to you guys. It's the boring work. I was thinking about this morning, everyone, we watched this movie on the weekend, The Housemaid, perhaps chick flick movie. But you think about the movie, guys, you think about a movie production, right? You think about how long it takes to produce a movie, all the background work, right? They do a lot of background work, hours and hours, props, practicing scene after scene after scene after scene, spend hours and hours and hours. I don't know, maybe 100 hours they spend hundreds to 200 hours of work they put in to be able to make a 2-hour movie. And so that's exactly what the journey's like, guys. There's a lot of behind scenes. There's a lot of work that you don't see. Obviously I'm trying to document as much as for my journey, but there's a lot of behind scenes, guys. When you see a before and after, when you see someone's journey that they've completely changed their life, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, they've changed it, but there's been a lot of background work. There's been hours and hours and hours of background work that's gone into, or behind scenes. There's a lot of behind scenes, hours and hours that's gone in to produce that result and that outcome. And so just like a movie, they spend 500 hours and all you see is a polished 2-hour movie. And you're like, wow, that's a good movie. But you don't know that there's been hours and hours, hundreds of hours to be able to make that movie. And same thing with the journey, guys. There is going to be a lot of behind scenes. There's going to be days where you don't want to show up. There's going to be days where you feel like giving up. There's going to be days where you put on weight, where you lost weight, where you feel like, am I doing the right thing? And like, why am I doing this? Like, all the hype and the motivation's gone, guys. The 30-day challenge is gone. You're back to reality, back to work, back to the grind, guys. And this is what it takes. Just daily, consistent effort, day in, day out, guys. Stick to the boring work. Do what you need to do. And I would say minimum 30 minutes a day, guys. Do it in the morning. Minimum 30 minutes of work every single exercise every day. Pick a time that you wake up. Pick a time that you and then stick to the routine. Routine, consistency over consistency over what I did it the other day. Consistency over yeah, I'll find it. But you get the flow. You get what I'm trying to say here, guys. Stick to the process. Let your emotions aside. Get to the gym. Get to the workout. Stick to the process, guys. And then eventually, it becomes a part of our lifestyle. Eventually, it becomes a part of who we are. Much love, you on 120, baby. Let's go.